Thanks for joining us again. Well, it's time to take a look at today's matches. Only 3 of them, but one of the big ones, and I'm sure it'll be a fantastic match, is Werribee versus Winch. We'll see. I'm looking forward to this one, Bertie, and I think you might be going out to watch it.
Look, I'm thinking about it at the moment. Got to go. Look, it's Saturday morning. I've got to go to church first.
That's Sunday.
Priest. No, I've got to church on Saturdays.
Confession?
Oh, I've absolute confession. Yeah, that takes 3 hours.
Yeah.
I've got to go to church first. But then after that, if we've got enough time, I'll go out there and watch the game. Should be really good. Second versus third. I think they're equal on points on the ladder, just percentage separating them. And even though Winch have been travelling on nicely late and have been posting some big scores, I'm sure that they'll be looking at trying to get that second spot in the ladder. And it's going to be a great matchup. Look, just when you look across the court, Jenny Gardner in goals up against Renee Pilkington, be a great matchup there. You've got Knott in goals for Winchelsea with Belinda Todd. It'll be good to see where the Werribee's defenders can stop them girls. And it'll be a battle of the centre courts, I really do believe. I think Werribee centre court is slightly better than Winch's. I think just slightly. But we'll see what happens. It's going to be a close game. I think it's not going to be much in it at all.
Last time the teams met, Werribee won by 13, so I think that gap will definitely be closed. And I actually think that Winch might just get up.
Okay, and who are the key matchups, player-wise?
I think Danielle Stewart obviously provides a lot of drive for Werribee, and as Bertie just mentioned, might come down to the centre court there. But the wing attack for Winchelsea, she's been there a couple of years now, short blonde hair. I'm not sure of her name, but she's quite an experienced player and definitely quite a smart player as well. Ange Mawson. So she can control that Winchelsea game and the pace and the steadiness of that team. So she'll be a major contributor as well to Winchelsea getting up if they do.
Good game to watch. North Geelong versus Bannockburn is the next one at North Geelong. Amy, how do you think this one will go?
Yeah, North Geelong got up by 23 goals last time these teams met, and I think North will be looking to obviously push that win out this time, obviously trying to push for a percentage as well this time of the year. So with their shock draw to Anakie a couple of weeks ago as well, I'm sure that they're really going to want to push. They had Lauren and Shirley Birch out last time they played as well against Winch. So hopefully they're back in the team for North Geelong, and yeah, they can get a good win on the board.
Are North in finals contention?
They are. Yep. It's Belmont, Belfast Hill, North and Corio. Yep. So the mathematics is down to the wire, and North do have actually quite a handy spot. That 2 points from the draw could be what gets them over the line, but they need to have a good win still for percentage.
Okay. Now here's another good one to look at, the Belmont versus Anakie game. Belmont in the 5, or are they just out?
No, they're 4th.
They're 4th. All right. How do you think this one will go?
Well, I'm actually on the Anakie bandwagon for this one, hoping that Anakie can get up, and I honestly believe that they can. I think Anakie have been a team to really push a lot of the top teams this year, and they've been playing well, playing as a team, and Belmont, on the other hand, have tended to fall later in the season, whether injuries or I'm not really sure why that's happened there, but I think it'll be a close game, but go Anakie.
Tipping Anakie. And Bertie, what do you think?
Yeah, look,
there's a bit of a grin there.
It's going to be a tough game. Belmont knows that at the moment they sit on a razor's edge. They're on the verge of getting knocked out of the 5. And even though Anakie put up a great fight a couple of weeks ago against Werribee, only went down by 14 goals to Werribee a few weeks ago, I think and I hope that Belmont get their act together and come off with a win there. I think they will. I think they're going to be too strong in the end.
Who, Belmont?
Yeah, Belmont. I don't think Anakie will let them off at all.
But would you say that Belmont have got stronger as the year's gone on, or they've actually dropped?
They've actually dropped.
Because last time these teams met, they only won by 5.
Yep.
And I would say Anakie have definitely improved massively, and Belmont have dropped. So looking at that, mathematics say Anakie can win.
True, mathematics say that, but on the day they know that a final spot's up for grabs, and Belmont have got a torrid run home to the finals. They're playing everyone above them to the finals, and if they've got any hope at all of staying in the 5, they've got to win against Anakie this weekend. They know that, I know that, so I'm thinking they're going to go out in the weekend and give it all they've got. Barring any injury concerns, I think Werribee will come over the top and get away with the win.
Belmont?
Yes.
Right.
Did I say Belmont?
You said Werribee. I just wanted to check you were listening.
Okay. You guys having fun over there? Okay.
Just quickly, Bertie, we had Michelle Barton on the show last week and she was talking to us about the new rules.
Yep.
Being concise, how did you find them last week?
Well, we had an official out last week doing our game, and pretty much, even though we're just phasing in the rules, the new rules, I thought that a little bit on the harsh side last week. Sure, I stayed in my box, no dramas there. In the B grade game, there was a penalty given, or actually it was a free pass into Geelong West up at one end of the court in the B grade, and in the B grade game, and the ball went from one end of the court all the way down to the other end without a pass being thrown, and had a free shot under the goal ring. That's just, I was just doing my head in over that. But also, when Ann Castles was down a few months ago telling us about the new rules, one of the questions that I asked was, after if I'm doing the B grade game kind of thing, halfway through the last quarter, go and talk to my A grade girls and, in their preparation for their A grade game. And yep, that's no problems. There's this common sense, if you're coaching a few teams there. I got told on the weekend I wasn't allowed to do that. And that's a rule that I've got to get clarified by Ann Castles. Mandy Lyman was down at our game on the weekend, and Mandy was under the impression that you can't move from the bench at all, but I know you can, because I got that clarified by Ann Castles, who's the netball interpretations officer for Netball Victoria. So I want to get that interpreted before this weekend's games, even though we're not playing this weekend. I just want an interpretation, but the rules weren't that hard, and the only thing is, on injury breaks, of course, I've got to stay in my box and not talk at all. But the playing coach for the other side was able to talk to her girls during the injury time. So I was a bit upset about that.
No doubt.
Something that they've got to wake up to and find out who the coach is. Karai's got a playing coach as well. You've got to watch her. I know she's out there somewhere, but anyway.
All right, well, we have to leave it there, unfortunately. I'm sure you could talk about that all day, Bertie.
Of course.
Thanks for your time today, Amy. Thanks for your time as
No
well.
worries.
Enjoy your day off. And best of luck to you if you're playing today. Thanks for your time. We'll see you next week.
We are the Raiders from all around Geelong. I'm here to tell you how football is strong.